Greetings and welcome to the Word Bible Soft, where we continue on to 2 John chapter 1, verses 10 through 12. Opening up the Word Bible software in 2 John 1, 10 through 12. Remember some different things we've been working on in the verb voice, mood, tense, especially tense in the latter section here. Remember, we've been studying about the elect lady and her children. Okay, let's go ahead and read this. It says this. And we'll turn that morphology back off. It says, Etis erketaik pros humas kai tautein ten didakein u fereme alambanete utan eis oikian kai kairein uto me legete ha legon kar uto kai Kairein, koinonia, koinone, tois, ergois, utu, tois, puneirois, pola, ekon, humin, graphein, uk, abulethein, dia, cartu kai melanas, ala, epizo, genestai, pros, humas, kai, stoma, pros, stoma, lalesai, hina, he, kara, hemon, pep, leromen, ne, he, or a, rather. Okay, let's go ahead, turn on that morphology, and it says this, if, we'll turn off the webcam. If, and you remember when we had up earlier the conditional if sentences, you can get into that if you want to remember that. If some or anyone comes. Now this is indicative, okay, so this is a statement as a fact. It is in the present tense, so more of the continuing action. If anyone comes to you and these things, or the teaching not fere, does bring. So he's not bringing these teachings. Do not receive you, or do not receive them. This is imperative. This is kind of you must not continue to receive this individual whenever they come. Do not receive him into the house. So basically somebody's coming door to door doing false teaching or things like that. And rejoice him not, and do not tell him this is keirein. And this one, it's more of a keiro can be a greeting. Don't give him greeting, basically. Don't give him a blessing, perhaps, or things like that. The one saying and God, by the way, often goes to the front of a sentence. For the one saying to him keirein, or like rejoicing or blessing, communion or partakes in his works. So basically his evil works. Basically, hey, here you go. Continue on. You're doing well. Keep going. God bless you. So we need to be careful with doing that as people go about sharing false teaching. Okay, let's continue on. Many things or to you, to write to you, not I purposed. Basically, arrest. Remember, it happened. Basically, I did not purpose with paper and ink, but I hope, and that's his desire, a factual statement of reality in present tense. I hope to come to come to you all, and mouth to mouth to speak, so that the joy our joy may, and this is have been complete, and then we have may be, so that possibility of completing the joy, bringing it to its fullness. Okay, let's turn on in the interlinear here. If anyone comes to you and this teaching not bring, so remember the teaching of Christ, do not receive him into the house, and to rejoice not tell. So basically, don't greet him. The one telling for him to rejoice partakes in the works of him, evil. Many things having to you to write, not I purpose with paper and ink, but I hope to come to you, and mouth to speak, so that the joy of us having been completed, maybe. So, brothers and sisters, be very careful who you give greeting to, who you encourage in their ministry or what they're doing. Stay close to God's people. Watch out for false teachers. And this is where we need to be. We need to stay close to the teaching of Christ. God bless. And speaking specifically to believers. Now, if there's a false teacher that comes on here and watches this, stay near to God's word. Study God's word. Seek out the truth.